Hi, and welcome to another episode of Love Me Not podcast with Tiz and Kay. And as always, I am Tiz.
And I am Kay. So today we're gonna start off with some birthdays. We got Jack Black, who's gonna be 56. I got Honey Boo Boo, who turned 20
Which is
today.
amazing because I remember her, you used to watch her way back in the day.
Yes. We got Tanisha Thomas. She's a reality star. I don't know if you
Bad
get
Girls Club.
Bad Girls Club, age 40. Pebbles the singer turned 60. And we got um Roxy Roker, who's
Jeffersons.
from the Jeffersons.
Helen Willis.
Yes,
Yeah.
today she would have had a birthday, and Isabel Sanford tomorrow. She was also on the Jeffersons. So happy
Yeah.
birthday to them. Want to talk about Kobe Bryant? His birthday was on August 23rd. He was just about one of the most famous basketball players ever. I think he died at 40 in a
41. Something.
41, yeah, in a helicopter accident with his daughter, and he's missed dearly. I know my husband doesn't really like to talk about him because he really, really liked him. But your thoughts?
No, Kobe was one of the greatest. I would put him probably definitely top 10 for me all time. You know, just overall he's competitive. LeBron. Certain guys play a long time, but
Mm-hmm.
just in the what I consider a short amount of time, because I thought he retired a little early.
Mm-hmm.
For most people's taste, I think. Just it was just one of them things that kind of touched most sports fans. Kobe was a competitor. I don't think he was a bad dude. Just he was a
Mm-hmm.
competitor. And so yeah, when his birthday was last week, 23rd.
The
I think.
23rd.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
glad you brought that up.
Yeah. And my favorite entertainer of all times, Michael Jackson, the king of pop, will celebrate a heavenly birthday tomorrow. He will be. It would have been 67.
Hmm.
I can remember at my 12-year-old birthday, I had a sleepover, and my friends, Krista and Shannon, they gave me the Off the Wall album, and when I tell you I was so obsessed with Michael Jackson, it
Still,
was
you still
I
obsessed
still
with
am. Yeah, I saw him actually in the Jackson Five when I was a young girl. I went to his concert, and since five, I've been obsessed with Michael Jackson. Favorite songs probably "Remember the Time." Absolutely loved it. I can watch that video over and over and over again. But I think he never made a bad song to me. So Smooth Criminal, PYT. I just I just love Michael.
you rock my. I love Michael. Wasn't my he not my favorite entertainer. Who's my favorite entertainer, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I was everybody was a Michael Jackson fan. Some more than others. You definitely always been that's always been your top dog.
Yes.
And You Rock My World was my favorite. It always probably will be. You know.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah. Happy heavenly birthday, Michael. I miss you. I really do. Want to really get into something really serious. Aging parents. Are we responsible for our aging parents and the care for our aging parents? Currently in a situation myself, and I just feel that I just want the best from my relative. I want the very best for him. That's all I want. Not worried about any money, not worried about any insurance or anything like that. I just want him to live the rest of his life to his
I'm still your
fullest.
father.
Yeah. So I do. I really want the best for him. So, what are your thoughts on your responsibility for your aging parents?
Well, I would say your father is who you're speaking on. He said relative, your father. Uh, for me, I guess now I would say I'm fortunate. Younger, I would say I was unfortunate. Not to, I've never met my father, so that's something I'm never going to go through.
Mm-hmm.
My mother, you know, decided to unhand me
To your
early,
grandmother.
early in life, so that's something I never. And she's passed on,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and my grandmother's passed on now, so I don't. That's something. Fortunately, now I don't. I'm not going to have to concern myself with. But anyway, for you and those who have to, I I'm not the best person to answer that. You know,
Yeah.
I just see what it could do to people, and hopefully,
How it affects me.
yeah. Hopefully, you right now you handle it pretty well. So, and I just think it's. I want to say like I've told our sons, just go on, don't worry about me. I don't want them to see because there's going to be a decline for everyone as you get older. You're going to decline. Whatever you thought you were at 20, you're not going to be at 70.
Right.
So and I don't want them to watch me decline like that.
Well, I think our youngest, that's not going to be.
He's going to watch me
you.
decline.
He's going to watch you.
Yeah,
he's going to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Yeah.
He's very serious about his parents.
Yeah.
He doesn't play about us. He doesn't play about those who love him. Mm-hmm. So if you love him, he's not going to play about you, and he's going to make sure that you're taken care of.
Do you feel it's the child's responsibility? I'm going to say no because
no.
I didn't have that situation. I don't know.
I don't think it's their responsibility. I think it's their responsibility to assure that there's somewhere, if they're not taking care of them, somewhere that is going to care for them and not neglect them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that goes, doing your research, going in and seeing how they're taking care of other people, reading reviews, things like that. But you just can't hand your parents over to anyone when it comes to
parents. Me, I'm trying to prepare us and get us ready so we can take care of ourselves at that age. Make sure we have the money, the resources to put our own selves in somewhere, have the best care and things like that.
Right.
And not to leave it up to someone. Of course, I'm sorry, but we'll be taken care of in that respect. But I think it's partly my responsibility. It's all my responsibility to make sure that I can
sure that he doesn't have to worry.
Right, and I have the money and the resources to have you or I, if it comes to that, to be taken care of in a good way.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
A human,
Yes. Best way possible.
Yes.
Yeah. So we really don't talk about politics on here, but just read about a couple weeks ago, we read that Trump is rolling out troops in certain cities like Baltimore and Chicago, blue states. So it bothers me. Because there's crime everywhere. But what are your thoughts on him, spending that money on the troops to man the states now?
Well, I look at couple ways. It's martial law is what that is. And, we both read 1984 and other books along those lines. So it's here. That's what it is. What's happening now? It's just like it's like a movie to him. He's the star of this movie, but the players behind the scenes are marching us down a road to something, and he's just the face of it. We get to hate him, but the ones behind the scenes are controlling this thing. That being said, like I said, and, it's martial law is what that is, and he's running in certain states, but those are not the top states. There are 7 of the top 10 states as far as crime goes, or red states as they call them. So I don't know why he's not putting them there.
Yeah.
That being said, people are crazy, man. People are shooting everybody. People are breaking in. There's got to be something done, and I think at some point you may have to just lock this thing down.
And that's scary.
Yeah, because people are not going to have jobs. Things are going to get worse and worse and worse. Poverty is going to get worse. The gap between haves and have-nots is going to get wider. And so they probably going to have to lock it down. I mean, seriously, just like Silo. The TV show. Silo. You're going to have to lock it down just for the safety of us. The robots going to be the police force. I'm thinking in the next 20 years.
Yeah.
So it's going to, I think, it's going to come. I think they're going to lock it down. And you won't be able to go unless you have a reason to be outside. You're going to do a job. Just to go outside and loaf in front of a store or something, that's going to have to go by the wayside eventually. So,
yeah. So, talking about being unruly, we have passengers on planes who are being really unruly, acting out, just doing crazy stuff, fighting. Um, got the people who are being racist on the planes and things of that nature. Do you think that these people should be banned for life from flying? Do you think it? I think it's the level of the action. If they're drunk, you give them another chance. But they're actually, just full out fighting and threatening people. I think they should be banned from that air line anyway. But what are your thoughts?
Well, I think someone I just seen the other day, somebody got banned for life for that first offense they did. I think they attacked a stewardess.
Oh, that Dean's.
And I agree to the offense. It depends on what the offense is. Now, like I said, if you're drunk, you're belligerent, you're fighting, you're causing disturbance, you want to open up the cabin doors and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
You're banned for life. If it's something simple, you may have got into a little shouting match with someone, maybe in the terminal.
Or you're drunk on the plane and you're just talking crazy. You're not really threatening anybody, but just talking crazy. I don't think that's
And they got you calm, and you calm down, you chilled out,
right?
And it didn't escalate. I can see that being a warning. And okay, you do this again, then we'll have to get you out of here. But yeah, I can agree with that. But certain things you gotta go. Like I said, you just try to storm the cockpit. You know what I'm saying? You slap the baby behind you. You know what I'm saying? I think you're gonna have to go ahead and be banned.
Be banned.
Yeah.
Find a different mode of transportation.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta drive.
Yeah, drive.
Take the bus. Take Greyhound. Yeah. Say you like that.
Right.
So,
that's a long ride.
And the people next to you gonna be a little shit, a little shady. So you go ahead and do that one if you want to.
I just think that people, I don't even think that they just don't think. It's just like they're invincible. Sometimes they don't think that anything's going to happen to them, but when it does, it's just like, oh, I'm the victim now. But
I've told you, I keep saying this. I think there are a lot of Manchurian candidates in the world.
Hey,
they just turn them on when they want to turn them on. They throw a bomb here. They shoot this up. It's just. I think that's what's happening. It wasn't just a movie. This is real life. They ain't just doing it. They ain't just testing it for nothing. I think there's a lot of Manchurian candidates out there. They just turn them on. And they're just acting a fool.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So, I work full time. Mm-hmm. You are an independent contractor.
I ain't got no job.
You have your own hours. You have your own hours, which is a wonderful thing.
Yes.
I do love my job. It is a.
And you're good at it.
It's a.
And she's a supervisor. That's a difference. She can call some shots.
I do love my job. I make a nice salary. Mm-hmm. And I just think that just because we have these jobs or you're doing what you're doing, that we still need multiple streams of income. Mm-hmm. I on the side, if I get a chance, can do some things, catering jobs. I bake on the side. So I just think that you need to have multiple streams of income, especially in this day and time, because you never know. I might not have my job tomorrow. You just never know. So you always have to be making money on top of money. So, what are your thoughts?
Well, I've been on this kick for a long time, for some years about this. Having our own, you getting your own business, going to school, which you did, got your degree. As far as these income streams, we've done surveys, we've done focus groups, we do. I do 3 different apps every day just on the outside, and we collect pennies all the time just from the internet. It's
and on anything that's on the ground.
Anything's on the ground. If it's a penny, it's ours. And so, as we get older, you're gonna need that money. I think we have a lot of ways. There's a thing called Upside. We get gas back. I just got a new pair of shoes just from the money I got from them. So
yeah.
Just as you get older, just try to get as many. Well, I don't care if it's 50 cents. It's better than what you could have just to wait on Social Security, and the job that you could have or may not have tomorrow. So we have some that work. You're not going to get rich with them. That's just not how it's going to work.
Right.
But if you got 10 of them and they're bringing you in $1 a day each one, why don't you take that?
And they supplement your income.
Yes.
You can use that instead of your check.
There's like I said, there's upside, there's inbox dollars. There's quite a few. You can come through us. If you want some links, you can send us an email. We'll send you some links. Of course, just like anything else, we'll get a couple pennies if you sign up. But you can go through you can just ask for names. You can sign up on your own. You got to go through us. It's just as you get older, you're gonna need more than just that job. And I'm sure if you're our age, I'll be 57 in October, and
I'll be 56 in February.
Yes, and so I need every penny I can get just for health reasons. If something happens, you just need multiple incomes. And when I started doing researching this years ago, it said you're gonna need that because things change constantly. One site you may make money from this month for $50, but the next month is no more. You got your $50 out of it, but you got to find another one. So if you get a bunch of them, you do okay. You can survive, and just hit us. Send us an email. We'll send you links, and again, just the names. It's up to you how you want to sign up. You don't have to go through us, but we suggest that you really get as many income streams as you can. And I'm sure Ms. K will give you an email address here before we end this video.
Well, I want to give it to you now. Reach out to us at lovemenotpodcast@gmail.com. We'll answer any questions that you have.
No nonsense.
Yeah, no nonsense, because we will block you.
And we will not answer that nonsense.
We are in the phase of our life where we are just really serious. We love good vibes. That's what we're trying to put out there. We don't want to get into any, disagreements with anybody or anything like that. We just want to share what we have for you, some of the resources that we have. But just reach out to us at lovemenotpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll be more than happy. We will respond within 24 hours. So looking forward to those. Well, I'll be 24. He doesn't check the email as much as I do. I check it just about every.
She check my emails.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, I'm
doing just hours, but not
multiple times in the day. I'm checking emails.
I'm usually not. I do it once every, here and there.
Yeah. So,
I think some money's coming. I'll check.
Yeah. If it's a big check.
Yeah, I'll check it. I'm waiting for that.
Yes. So, just want to end on this. I made you dessert this past weekend, and it was a banana pudding, homemade banana pudding. I don't mess with no Jello or that JELLO stuff. I make it homemade, and I just want to get your opinion on how it was.
Well,
yay or nay?
It's definitely a yay. That's my favorite dessert. That's why I don't actually cook it often because it's bad. You made enough of it. It was 4 servings, I think it was.
It was 4 servings, and we shared each serving.
Yes, we did.
We did. And it wasn't a big serving, so we were able to eat it together. And
I did want more when it was over. I did want more, but it was great. Thank you.
And I always joke to him about how he just scraped the remaining custard up for me and gave me a cookie on top of it. But I enjoy, like I said, baking, making homemade goods, and anything for my for Tiz here, I'll do. I really will, because he's my best friend.
Thank you very much.
He's my BFF.
Thank you. You are mine. Thank you very much. That's so corny.
It's real. No, but it's real. It's real. Let me tell you this story. So, yesterday, I was getting in the car. He was picking me up from work, and one of my coworkers was behind us, and she was trying to get this food delivered for our team because she had went to go pick it up. And she said, "I got something for you this morning. Hold on." She had to finish taking her call. She said, "Listen to me." She said, you got in that car and y'all was smooching. She's like, "I'm trying to deliver my food. Y'all stop all of that." I said, "But you know what? Now that I know your car, I'm going to get in next time and smooch even longer with my husband, because that's what we do. That's our routine."
Yes.
But yeah.
I suggest younger couples get a routine with each other. Just y'all bond with each other. Well, the road won't be smooth all the time, but just keep at it. You'll be all right. And kiss each other.
That's right.
A lot.
Especially when it's your best friend. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I have for today.
And this has been the Love Me Not podcast with Tiz and Kay, and I am Tiz saying good night.
And I am Kay. See you in the next episode.